Swarmfall Protocol. The Helldiver drop pod screamed through the atmosphere of Canon Prime, a scarred, sulfur-choked world deep in the bug front. Inside the armored shell, 4 soldiers braced for impact. The pod slammed into the planet's crust with a thunderous crash that would have liquefied lesser beings. Sergeant Vance unlatched his restraints and stood. Check your weapons, check your gear, double-check your hatred for bugs. Private Knox grinned behind his visor. Running at maximum levels, Sarge. Good, Vance said, shouldering his Liberator. Super Earth wants Hive Complex Theta sterilized before sundown. That's 2 primary hives and 1 suspected synapse node. We're dropping in hot, so save your questions for the afterlife. Corporal Ramos flicked through his visor, HUD. Atmospheric density's toxic. Airborne chitin spores at 70% saturation. Visuals are a nightmare. This place is crawling. Standard bug hellhole, said Specialist Thorne, already unfolding the uplink beacon. Give me 60 seconds and we'll have orbital stratagem support. The pod door hissed open, revealing a blackened wasteland under a blood-red sky. Lightning streaked overhead. In the distance, silhouettes swarmed and writhed, an ocean of claw and mandible. Clock's ticking, Vance snapped. Knox, your point. Ramos, left flank. Thorne, babysit that beacon. Let's earn our democracy. They moved fast, boots crunching on broken carapace and ash. Bugs were already inbound, drones, scouts, then heavier warriors. The Helldivers opened fire. Explosions and tracer rounds lit up the haze. Beacon active, Thorne shouted over the gunfire. Stratagem online in 15 seconds. A wave of burrowers burst from the ground ahead. Frag out! Knox lobbed a grenade, blowing the front line to acid-laced bits. They're throwing everything at us early. They know we're here for the real brain, Ramos said, blasting a warrior mid-leap. They're trying to stall. Vance toggled his comms. Stratagem Alpha. Incendiary airburst. Coordinates locked. A whine pierced the battlefield as a shell streaked from orbit. It struck with a flash of fire and fury, consuming an entire section of the horde. Paths open! Move! Vance ordered. They advanced toward the first hive mound, a grotesque, writhing structure of resin and flesh. EMP charge prepped, Thorne called, pulling a cylindrical device from her pack. I plant it, we fall back, 10-second fuse. Cover her, Vance shouted. The bugs swarmed as Thorne sprinted forward. She ducked a lunging drone, slammed the charge into the hive's base, and ran like hell. Fire in the hole, she cried. The explosion ripped the hive apart. Bug screams tore through the air, deafening and primal. 1 down, Ramos said. 2 to go. Mark next target, Vance commanded. Coordinates locked, Thorne said. Second hive is buried in that canyon system, and it's big. Then we drop something bigger, Vance replied. Narrow, dark, and crawling with nests embedded in the walls. Movement above, Knox warned. The swarm ambushed. Bugs poured from the ceiling, claws flashing in the dim light. The Helldivers opened fire in every direction. Hold formation, Vance barked. Keep your backs covered. Thorne activated another stratagem, dropping autocannon sentry. The sentry landed with a thud and spun up, shredding bugs by the dozen. They're hurting us, Ramos shouted, pushing us toward something. As if on cue, a monstrous roar echoed through the canyon. A bug behemoth emerged from the shadows, 10 meters tall, plated in obsidian chitin, eyes glowing like fire. Knox cursed. That's a walking death warrant. Not if we bring the roof down, Vance said. Thorne, can we collapse this canyon? Thorne checked her display. Seismic charge could do it, but we'll need to lure the behemoth into the kill zone. Let's bait it, Ramos said. Give it something juicy. Vance nodded. Nox, you're the decoy. Don't die. Roger that. I'll scream in a heroic way. Nox sprinted down the canyon, firing wildly, drawing the behemoth's wrath. It followed, smashing rock and bug alike. Thorn, now! She deployed the seismic charge and set the timer. 30 seconds, she yelled. Fall back! The Helldivers retreated to the upper ridge, climbing fast as the behemoth thundered below. The charge went off. The canyon groaned, then collapsed inward with apocalyptic force. Dust and debris swallowed the monster whole. Silence followed. Confirmed kill, Ramos said, coughing. Hive 2 destroyed with it. Thorn exhaled. I'm starting to like this job. Don't get comfy, Vance said. Still have a synapse node to find, and that's where things get ugly. They followed the uplink trace to a ridge overlooking a valley of horrors. At its center stood the Synapse Tower, an organic spire surrounded by thickened swarms and relay sacks pulsing with eerie blue light. That thing's controlling the entire sector, Thorn whispered. Then let's sever the head, Vance growled. Nox, take the railgun, aim for the core. Ramos, lay mines at the choke points. Thorn, I want that tower painted for orbital strike. They moved quickly. The bugs sensed them now, not reacting in chaos, but strategy. Multiple signatures closing from all sides, Ramos shouted. The Helldivers dug in. Nox took the high ground, blasting synaptic relay nodes with pinpoint shots. Ramos's mines exploded in clusters, sending bug limbs flying. Thorn locked in her beacon on the tower. Stratagems inbound in 10 seconds, she called. 10 seconds is a long time right now, Vance shouted, blasting a burrower mid-jump. The Synapse Tower pulsed violently. New forms emerged, winged bioforms, armored elite guards, spitting corrosive acid. Defensive formation, Vance ordered. The orbital strike hit with the fury of a god, columns of fire raining down, reducing half the valley to molten slag. The tower cracked but stood. One more strike, Thorn yelled. I've got the beacon, Nox said, wounded but upright. He threw it with all his strength, landing it on the tower's central node. The second strike landed. The tower exploded in a sphere of blue flame, sending shockwaves across the valley. Signal collapse confirmed, Ramos said. Bugs are breaking, disoriented. Mission complete, Vance said. Call extraction.